Welcome to episode 30 of Monster Madness 2024. We are on to the last matchup of the Final Four. The second matchup, we have 4 monsters remaining, and we are going to figure out who advances tomorrow. In today's matchup, we have the Kraken versus Godzilla Supercharged. So the Kraken is still hanging on by a dream right now. The Kraken had a major upset in the first round and then advanced by 2 other monsters. You've got Godzilla Supercharged just on a tear right now. I'm going to be breaking this down just like I did the other Final Four matchup. So let's start out with the size. The Kraken is standing at 425 feet tall, while Godzilla Supercharged is standing at 393 feet tall. So they're both really close. Kraken is slightly bigger. But let's break this down. This is actually a rematch. We had the Godzilla and Kraken fight in the Final Four of the 2022 Monster Madness. So this is a rematch. Godzilla did win that. I'm going to be going back to my previous thoughts. I think this matchup would basically be the same as it was then. Obviously, this Godzilla is supercharged, so it has more abilities. It is more powerful. Yeah, Godzilla is slightly different, but you really can't tell me he's that much different. He's more powerful. He has probably a more powerful atomic breath. He has slightly bigger arms, and his stature is a little bit different. His biology is a little bit different. Has the sharp end of the tail. Has some sharp elbow spikes, but is pretty much the same except for being pink. And so again, the Kraken, it's hard to judge this monster with a little screen time. It was able to destroy buildings, but we know it's a monster that is feared by the gods. There's a couple big factors here. The atomic breath is a big one because Godzilla, whether Godzilla fans admit it or not, Godzilla does rely on the atomic breath. What will Godzilla's atomic breath be on the Kraken? When he fires it, will the Kraken be able to take it? How will the Kraken react to the atomic breath? It's probably the biggest question because we know if this battle gets up and close and the Kraken has a chance to possibly get some damage off, you know Godzilla is going to use that atomic breath if he has to. It's just like the other fights. Godzilla usually doesn't start out with the atomic breath. Like Tiamat, Scylla, he kind of goes in, does some other moves, will lower his shoulder, kind of charge, try to get bites off, scratches off, and see what he can do. As soon as he sees something going downhill, or there's any risk of taking any damage, he will unleash the atomic breath and end the fight right there. So that's the question. They'll probably get up close. Kraken will wrap him up with his tentacles, grab him with his arms, try to get some bites off, and as soon as Godzilla thinks it's going downhill, he'll probably use that atomic breath. And will the Kraken be able to take this weapon? Will he be able to handle it? That's a big question. I don't know. For the Kraken to get a win, he'd have to get a bite off on the gills of Godzilla, go right in, get a big bite off, and he'd have to try to do that before he unleashes the atomic breath. I think that will do a lot of damage. This Godzilla is very fast, is the most powerful one we've seen, has spikes all over him. Just like the last matchup, this would be amazing to watch. The Kraken's slightly bigger, has that wide stance. Godzilla will not be able to throw on Kraken like Scylla. This will be a much more formidable monster. It's going to be tough to fight. Will not just be able to throw him around, so he'll have to get some bites off. So he will be having to use the atomic breath, in my opinion. He won't be able to just throw him against the wall easily. This will be a tough matchup. He won't be able to move Kraken very easily. But I do see that atomic breath as being the big factor again. I think he'll get in close. They'll dish punches off left and right. They'll bite each other. But then as soon as Godzilla unleashes the atomic breath, I do think it would be game over. The Kraken has a chance in this battle for sure, but I have to give the edge to Godzilla. The atomic breath is the game changer. Without the atomic breath, I might give the edge to Kraken, but Godzilla is known for his atomic breath, so I do think he gets the win in this fight. Make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. If you want to watch the previous episode, you can click right here on the left side of the screen. If you want to watch the playlist for all of the episodes, you can click right here on the right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow to decide the championship round for Monster Madness.